Good morning, guys. It is day 62 on the Appalachian Trail. It is May the 11th at 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday. So we are packed up mostly, and I'm getting ready to head out on a trail, but it's a beautiful day so far. And just want to give God the glory for allowing me to be out here and having the sun right back here. I've got all my stuff, my tent packed up, my sleeping bag, and my sleeping system in my bag. I'm just getting ready to filter some water into my bottles. And then this is my food bag and my extra bag from Food Lion, which has some buns and some different things in it. So I'll get it all packed up. I'll have breakfast, and then I'll get all packed up, and then I'll head out on the trail. We do have some other campers over here that we camped with the other night, and we're gonna be hitting the trail back over here. So I'll talk to you guys later when I head down on the trail. Excuse me. I camped last night around mile marker 815, which was a little valley. I think it was Hog Gap or something, I don't know. But it was a pretty peaceful place. I was able to get some water. However, the water was maybe a half mile off trail, or 3/8, somewhere in there, off trail to get the water. So I went ahead and cameled up with all my bottles and everything, and I was able to dump some out this morning because I didn't need it all. But I've had a rough start this morning. It was uphill. I've gone about 15 minutes. My right knee, it takes a little while for it to get lubricated and get on board with everything. Now it is, so I should be able to start picking up the pace. So after 15 minutes going uphill, which is not a good thing, my knee finally decided to cooperate and lubricate up, so I'm good to go. But let me show you what I'm looking at. My first view this morning on top of this knoll, or pretty much clear to the top of the knoll. So let me show this to you because it's beautiful this morning. This is the valley. That's beautiful. Now last night we crest that knoll up here, and the gentleman that's in front of me is from Australia, and he spent the night up there on that bald, and he said it was very windy, which I'm sure it was, because the wind just whips over the top of the mountain as it gets compressed from the valley. As it blows across, it gets compressed by the mountain, and the velocity of the wind picks up, and therefore you have a lot of wind near the top. But hopefully I'll get to meet him. I just started hiking when he went by, so he'd already had a mile in and it's all lubricated up, and I'm not, so I'm still getting going. Like I said, I've gone maybe a quarter mile, 15 minutes, or a half mile. So if I'm traveling 2 miles an hour, I can clear 1 mile in a half hour and a half mile in 15 minutes, and then again a quarter mile in 7.5 minutes. So that's how we sort of gauge things, is based on 2 miles per hour, and then we'll add 5 or 15 minutes depending on the terrain. So it's sort of like a formula. It's 8 miles, so that's 4 hours. And we'll add a little contingency on there of maybe 15 minutes. So to do that 8 miles, it may take 4 hours and 15 minutes. Or if we get there sooner, that's even a bonus. But we just base it around 2 miles an hour because that's easy math. You can sort of gauge where you're going to be at what time. But the terrain, as you know, can have a lot of variance on that. Today we might be able to do a little bit more than 2 miles an hour because we have just ups and downs today, I believe. No major climbs. We're sort of going to be running the ridge of this mountain now, or these mountains. So it's just one peak down a little bit, and then back up to the next peak, which is, I've done one. So here's another one in front of me that you see. I'll just climb up that and we'll keep going on the day. That's interesting how God works, because it looks like someone has just stacked these 3 stones, which are not stones. These are probably weigh as much as a car, on top of this larger boulder. And they don't look like they would have gone together, or they've separated a great deal for some reason. But just to give you a reference, this thing is pretty good size. It's just a stone yard. It's like leftover stones that God didn't need to build stuff. It's like, I would just put these right here for the future. And it looks like there's 2 stones and then 3 stones. So it's almost like they're using it for a mathematical equation. 1 stone, 2 stone, 3 stone, 4. If I can't do it, I can't do it anymore. All right, off on the trail. Beautiful day. Birds are chirping. I hope to meet some interesting people today. There won't be any town stops today, so it'll be all trail. I've gone in town the last 2 days. Not out of necessity, but out of just why not. I did need some food, but I could surely have gotten to my next destination without any major issues. Now I got plenty of food and I can just truck. But it was nice going into town and meeting some local people and just riding and not walking. Being in the air conditioning, that was nice too. Although it's not really hot yet. Just a different environment. All right, let's turn some miles out now. So sorry you guys have to work, because you could be out here on the trail at mile marker 815 with me, enjoying these wonderful and beautiful views that God has just infused on us. This is awesome. All right, back in the shagged jungle here. This part's not the pretty part. So we have a lot of nice places, and then we have places like this that's not very desirable looking. Then again, that's like me. I'm not very desirable looking myself. So we're up on this bald, and in just a moment we'll be back in the briars and the thickets. But the trail is, I don't know, it's like someone mowed up here. And they possibly could have with a tractor, with a bush hog, if they could figure out a way to get up here. So, sure they do something. If not, these briars and stuff would be consuming the trail. I've seen some bear scat this morning with a lot of fur in it. This lets us know that there are bears present. I don't know where they're at. They could be a week old. They could be hiking the trail as well. Who knows? They're just following the food source like the Indians did. So now these hikers keep coming through and I keep following them. Following the food source. Rawr, 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 rawr. Beautiful purple flowers this morning. I don't know if you can see those. Let's see if we can zoom in. They're littering side of the trail. this section that we've been hiking, the 911 is posted at several areas with AT1, AT2, and so on and so forth. I think that's a pretty good idea for the local authorities, so they know where the issue may arise or where it's near. But just wanted to point that out. So that's a blue blaze. It says the Appalachian Trail, Spring Trail, Appalachian Trail. I'll have to check this out because that's a blue blaze and I don't see a white blaze. So let's refer to the map to see what's going on here. Here is a poisonous snake that I about stepped on. You can tell he's poisonous because you see how pointed his head is. I think it's a baby rattlesnake. Bopping along and about stepped on like a little schoolgirl doing some high stepping like hot potatoes or something. That stick moved and I was like, oh! Anyway, that was the highlight. Sorry about that. That was the highlight for that moment. So I don't know what kind of snake that was, but it wasn't a black snake. So here's another random thing. This looks like maybe for deer. So if someone were to catch a deer, they can tote the deer out in this. It's a little strange. I just had lunch on the top of this mountain. For the scenic trail, it's 0.1 mile off the Appalachian Trail. This place is called Spy Rock, so I want to go and check it out. One of the girls that is in front of me, they came up and said it was well worth it. So I'm heading up to check it out. So why don't you come along with me? Doing this without my backpack on. We just had lunch, like I said. I had the remainder 3 hot dogs, some Cheetos, spicy Cheetos, a thing of pudding, and I believe that was it. Oh, sorry for the jumpiness, but there's a lot of stairs, steps. Roundabout way to get there. It's a lot easier without a pack. cables. You stay on the trail. I'm guessing they drilled and then put the rebar in. Put epoxy. It's a little bit of a climb. Wow. It's 360 degree. Water up here. There's literally hundreds of tadpoles. Little tadpoles. Tadpoles. I hope the water doesn't run out. Evaporate or whatever. These guys over here are sort of stuck because their little bridge right here is sort of cut off. Anyway, we're not up here to look at tadpoles. We're here to look at beautiful surroundings. Check this out. Mountain almost looks so fake because of the green shading lines. Now this looks pretty healthy. This mountain here, I'm noticing the trees are either not come out yet or the species have killed them off. I don't know. I was gonna say we'll have to wait and see, but I'm not sticking around for another month to check it out. All right, it is beautiful up here. So just get a few more photographs and then I'm out of here. Lots of tadpoles. That's amazing. Coming off the rock, I noticed that these trees here haven't formed either, but they're starting to bud. So they're just late bloomers. That's all it is. Maybe it's that variety of tree, whatever it is. They are starting to bud out. Must be colder or just the higher elevation for this spy rock. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, we're heading into the Priest Wilderness. This is George Washington National Forest. We're heading to the Priest Shelter. It says that the privy is out of order because the maintainers didn't clean it out or transfer it last year. So it's inoperable as of right now. So you got to dig a cat hole, which is digging around 6 to 8 inches, doing your business, and then covering it back up. You don't want any deeper than that or any shallower because the bacteria in the ground is at that level. So anywhere from 3 to 6 inches is where the bacteria that will eat the poo and eat the toilet paper lives, apparently. So we're heading to the pre-shelter so we can get some water. We're starting to run dry and we don't want that. The next water source after this is about 5 miles, which is 2.5 hours. And I do not have any reserve, do not have any Gatorade. All I have is about a cup and a half of water. It's gotta last me the 5 miles. It is warm out today, so I've been drinking quite a bit. So we'll go to the pre-shelter, take a shoe off, break and get water, readjust my right sock, and then move on. There's another rock. It's like, hey, let me just set it right here. It's not quite centered. I'm gonna just lean over to the left a little bit. It's pretty amazing. All right, we're coming up to the shelter, I believe. So, I'm correct. We're gonna go to the shelter. The AT continues on down there. So I'm gonna walk down here to the shelter a little way, take a break, take my shoe off, readjust my right sock. I think my toe sock is jamming my toes from the downhill. Also get water. And I'll have a Snickers bar so I don't become grouchy. So, all right, here we go. What's up, man? Taking a nap?
Yeah, I am.
You were until I got here. All right, we're back on the AT. Stopped there at the priest shelter. Took about a 20-minute break. Enjoyed a Snickers bar. Resupplied my water. I am cameling now. If you can see on my backpack, that orange thing. Cameling a little bit of water. People say, well, why do you carry water? I was like, well, it's already in my bag and I don't have to waste time to stop again. I'm trying to get the sun out of your guys' side. But anyway, and for me, it's not that big of an issue to carry that little extra weight. So it's not full by any means, but it is a surplus. So when I need it, I have it. There was a gentleman at the shelter. This is his second attempt. He said he had a calf muscle issue last year and he got off at Delville. And now this year, 2022, he got back on at Delville. And he's basically just shelter hopping. So one shelter to the next. He said his phone had crapped out and he needs to get into Waynesboro to get a new phone. So I was able to help him out with that. Let him use my far out. There's a notebook there. So, sorry. There's a notebook there, so I had him write down some crossroads and the next shelter and the water source. And then we found a phone number to a shelter, or I'm sorry, a shuttle driver to hopefully get him into Waynesboro. He doesn't have a phone to call the shuttle driver, but maybe if he comes to the road intersection, another through hiker will let him use their phone if there's signal. Guy said he went to school in Nebraska for theater. I asked him what he did with it, and he said not really anything, just college. So, not really sure. He also said he was all itchy. I didn't want to get too close to him because he had sores and stuff all over his body. It looked like bed bugs. So hopefully it's not the case. But his His sleeping bag was a little dirty. It's probably from last year, but he's got bed bugs at the house. He may have carried the bed bugs on to his sleeping bag with him. So he did look ate up. Looked like he had chicken pox. He was all pockmarked. So yeah, I had to go sanitize myself now, thinking about it. But anyway, here we go. We're called to hang out with the leprosies, the leopards. So, I don't know. Just have a half mile up to the top of this mountain knoll, and then it's pretty much downhill for the rest of the day. It's like 4 or 5 miles downhill, and then a little bit of an uphill to the next shelter. Next shelter is about 8 miles. So again, it's 4 hours away, so that'll put me in there about at about 8:30, which will be doable. Get in some long miles, try to catch up with Si and Isabella. The circle is in front of me. Si and Isabella, they usually knock off around 4 o'clock. So if I keep hiking, I can gain on them. All right, starting to get out of breath. I'm going up this mountain, so great scatter just went through a spider web. All right, see you guys in a little while. Here's a view down here. The sky is blue all the way around, and it's a little eerie looking, but it looks like ocean, but it's really land. You can't see the horizon way out there. Anyway, we're heading down the mountain now. A lot of boulders, a lot of rock, so you gotta watch foot placement to make sure you don't twist an ankle. But me taking my shoes off and my socks off for a few minutes there at the priest shelter really helped out. It's almost like I got a new pair of socks, and cushy, although they're flat. And tomorrow's Thursday, so tomorrow is change sock day and change underwear day. So if you don't know by now, we carry a very limited supply of underwear, and we wear them and wear them and wear them, clean them out and wash them out and dry them out. And then while that's happening, we wear the other pair. And same with socks. So these socks have been on for numerous days now. Yeah, same with the sock liners. So I'll get new sock liners tomorrow. When I say new, it's just clean. And clean socks and clean underwear. I'm gonna put this away so I have my fall protection. So if I go to fall, I'm not holding the camera. Off I go. Down, down, down. These rocks are pretty bad. You have to concentrate on where every foot goes so you don't twist an ankle. You got loose rocks, you'll step on them, you'll make them roll, and then the time you go to put your foot down again, it's underneath your foot. So it's not a lot of fun here. Occasionally we get a little bit of a break. Not much. Still there's stones. I guess it's the campsite. So we make our way down. This is rough. Here's some bigger stones. You step on them and then your foot will catch them. Come down the hill on a big slab of stone. The trail is right here. And I came down and to this vast beauty. And then the trail goes on down. Right through there and then down through the woods. Beautiful. So just came off the mountain. I'm down at the parking area now. I ran into a lady and she's actually going to take my trash. I was talking to her and she's like, oh man, I've been meaning to bring some trail magic and stuff. So I was like, well, you could help me by taking our trash. That would be a great thing. So I'm gonna stop over here now that I got rid of my trash, check out the board. Just wanted to see what that posting was about, but it's about the priest shelter being closed with the privy. So I'll hike over here, and I think this may just be it for tonight. I'm gonna cruise over here and try to find a place to camp because I am, my feet are shredded. I think I've got around 20 miles in, so I'll have to check. But anyway, let's go back down into the woods here. Going down. I may try not to set up my tent, but I might just try to find a spot and maybe prepare supper, give my feet a little bit of a rest, and head up. But as I was talking with the lady about the trail magic and her just asking a few questions, I noticed that, oh look, another suspension bridge. I noticed that there's some switchbacks on this thing, which tells me that it's pretty steep. And this is pretty narrow. This one's pretty bouncy too. There's rock down there. Pretty cool. That looks pretty deep too. Maybe 4 foot, 5 foot. Looks deeper right there at that rock. Anyway, I see it several tent spots. So let's see if we can't just chill out here for a little while and regroup and take a sit. I'm in the river trying to wash off my calves because I got a lot of stuff, and then I'm trying to rinse out my sock liners so they get a lot of stuff, but this water is freezing, as you can imagine. So these won't get dry, but tomorrow I get my new ones anyway, or not my new ones, but my clean ones. But I think I'm gonna just hold tight here. I'm gonna go ahead and set up camp right up here. Let my feet dry off for a few moments. I'll set up tent and just chill out. I got looking at the map, and it's a pretty serious up climb. It would be nice to get a few miles out of the way tonight and get part way up the mountain. But I think with it being 7:30 and my feet are just busted from the rocks, I think I'd rather just chill here and just have some supper. You know, I soaked my feet, but they're not clean. I'll have to scrub them a little bit here while I'm talking. Anyway, I'll get set up. I'll get some supper going. I got rid of my trash. I don't want to lose my shoe in the river, but now I'll have some clean calves at least. Go ahead and soak them, rinse them off, and then I'll just chill here for a few moments. But today's been a pretty good day. I ran the numbers as 19.3 miles, I think it is, so it's not that bad. I was hoping to get another 25 in today, but not another, but a total of 25. But that's not going to happen at this point because I just don't see myself doing it. My feet are, like I said, beat up from all those rocks. The lady, I think, said that there was a lot of rocks as well coming up. There is a blue trail, which is equally to, or if not harder than the AT. And there's a lot of waterfalls. But I think I will just stick to the AT because it's a lot of boulder scrambling, she said. Climbing the boulders, and I've had enough of that already. So I don't think I need to do that. I just need to get up these rocks without killing myself with these wet feet. So I took my insoles out, so I'm just wearing my bare shoes, no socks or no insoles. I've got camp. I'll set up right over here and just go ahead and chill for tonight. I'll get my tent set up and then go ahead and start making supper. Good thing is there's a fire ring, but I'm not going to build a fire because I don't have anything to cook on the fire. But anyway, have a great evening. And if I don't see you guys again, YOLO. You only live once, so do it right the first time. There's no need to do it again. Take care, everyone. I love you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, please do so. Ring the bell. I'm trying to get over 300 subscribers, and it just seems very difficult to get there. So help me out. Share my videos with some other people that may be interested in this. And even if they're not interested, send the videos. I'll talk to you guys later. God bless.